What are your expectations?
A lot of food. Go.
Well, we just got home from the mosque. It's actually the Islamic Center. They only consider the mosque the part where they pray, which is what I learned. Something else that I learned tonight. But the whole ride home, Joe and I were just in awe of everything that happened and just all of the people that we met and just the experience of just meeting new people and like learning about them and them learning about us. And something that I especially loved was seeing all of our church members interact with the members of the Islamic Center. It was just one of those beautiful interactions that, like, when you see it happening, it's just like one of those things where you're just like, this is what the world should be. This is what should be happening. Like, why does this seem so difficult? Why does it seem like it's such a challenge? And we got talking with two ladies. I mean, we got there at like 5:45, 6 o'clock, and we left at 9:30.
Watching the interactions was really nice. I think for me what stood out the most was the prayer time. I think I've never been in an assembly prayer that has been so reverent as that. I really was able to, even though that they were praying the way that they wanted to, I was able to, just sit in the back and just pray to God, one-on-one. And I really did feel that I was able to, just be able to intercede for someone else, that there was no distractions. It was just me and God. And that was just wonderful. Something else that I learned from the two ladies we were talking about was before they start praying, they sort of utter this one sentence prayer that God, I declare my intention to be conscious about my prayer. And then they enter into their prayer. They're not only just looking for physical, they don't want to just physically prepare with the washings and all that, but they consciously want to enter into a time of prayer. And that's something that I haven't really seen in Christianity as a whole. But man, it was just so amazing. I was amazed when our numbers grew from 20-somethings to 60 people.
Yeah, and I think there is even more than that.
Yes.
There's people from the community that came in. There had to have been, as like an entire group, there's probably well over 150 people in there, at least. I don't think I went in with any expectations, really. No. I mean, I went in just thinking, okay, I'm meeting new people, so there's always that, like, level of anxiety when you're meeting new people. And there was just that, but I wasn't expecting, anything crazy, but I think that is, like, something crazy did happen. I think there was just a level of camaraderie and friendship and just people that you weren't expecting to interact so deeply with another group of people that just were walking out of there with new friends. But we also learned some of their fears. And there was this one gentleman we met, and he's from Pakistan, and he moved here early in the 90s. His daughter was born here. Him and his wife, they made their lives here. He owns a practice here in Tennessee, and his father still lives in Pakistan, and every year he goes to visit. And this year he changed his visit, and he went in October instead of in the spring. because he didn't know what was going to happen with the election. And so he went in October, and he was expecting to go again in March this year, and he had to call his dad and say, I can't come, because he's afraid that if he goes to Pakistan and then tries to come back, he won't be able to. And as the main breadwinner in his family, he's afraid that if he goes and can't come back, then what would happen to his wife and daughter. And that was hard. That was heartbreaking.
Yeah, when he was sharing that story, I quickly remembered, my mom lives in Puerto Rico. What happens if one day I go and say, I'm going to get in an airplane and fly down to Puerto Rico, and the president all of a sudden says, well, anyone from Puerto Rico is illegal and you cannot come in. We will send you right back. What will happen then? I'm stuck there. And that's pretty much what it is. It has gotten to that point where one declaration from a man in power can affect so many lives, and just the fear in this man's eyes was drastic. They were happy, they were joyful, but you can still feel the pain of everything that's happening. You can sense it in the air, even though that they knew that we were there to support them and to love on them. There was still that what if, and that was painful.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I wish I could have been able to do something to alleviate that. But one thing I do have to say is that I was so happy about the reaction, the response that we got from our church. I was not expecting this to happen.
No.
I knew that some positive things were going to happen, but I didn't know it was going to be to this scale. And I'm just so excited for when we're able to receive them in our church, and we'll be able to also reciprocate that fellowship, and they'll be able to just enjoy being served. Because men did serve us very.
Yeah, they did. It was really good food. But the thing is, and even that, really hit me, because they ordered pizza too. It wasn't just food from their home countries. They're just like us. Everyone, people always want to draw lines in the sand and it's a us and them thing, but it's not. They literally ordered pizza because they didn't think all their kids would want to eat the food that was brought. I mean, it's just they're American in every way, just like us.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy we got to do this tonight. I'm so excited to have started that friendship and started that, camaraderie with them. It's, just like any other friendship, it's going to be something that you have to work on. But tonight was the first step, and I'm hoping that at least by those people that came tonight, they feel more acceptance in their own community. There's times when, you might feel like an outcast, or, you're not accepted by the people that are around you. And I can't imagine an entire, community feeling like that within their own larger community. I can't imagine only having the people that you fellowship with at your church or at your clubhouse or something like that. I can't imagine that being your only safe place. Having to worry about your kids being safe constantly just because of their religious affiliations. And just the conversations tonight were just so good. It was just, we were just on the same page. They just believe in loving people. That's what you need to do. If you believe in a God and you don't believe in loving people, then you're not really serving your God. And that was amazing.